Echo Dad would like to talk.
It's Prime Day, the day when loads of people end up getting themselves a brand new Echo device. I'm here today to show you, once you've got that new device, the top 10 things that you can do that will really help you make the most out of your new piece of kit. Now, before I get on with my list, you will have used the Alexa app to set up your device. Do not get rid of that app. That app is your best friend. That app can do so much more than you currently realise. I'm going to cover a lot of that in another video, but for today, let's crack on with my top 10. At number 10, on the Alexa app, you can change the wake word. You don't have to say Alexa. You might have a child called Alexa. You can call it one of 4 different things: Alexa, Echo, Amazon, or computer, just like in Star Trek. All you need to do is navigate through your settings in the Alexa app, and you can set it up different per device. Now, I happen to have a dog called Echo, so none of my devices are called Echo, because otherwise every time I shout at him to stop barking, my devices would go off. The weather. It's always nice to know what the day's got in store, and you can ask Alexa the weather in a number of different ways. You can just ask what the weather is. Once you've set up your location in the app, you can ask what's the weather, and it will tell you what the weather is where you are. And if you're going out for the day, you could say, what's the weather in Cambridge? What's the weather in London? What's the weather in Manchester? And it would tell you the weather for where you're going, which is great if you're going on holiday. Now, that's not all you can ask when it comes to the weather. You can say, will I need an umbrella? Is it going to rain? How hot is it? There's a range of ways of asking what the weather is, and it can tell you in all those different ways. It's great. Timers. Timers are great. And the best thing about timers is you can name them. So if you're cooking a Sunday roast, you could say, set a 2-hour timer for the beef. Then set a timer for an hour and a half to put the potatoes in. And once you put the veg in, you could set a 5-minute timer for the veg. And when those timers go off, they'll alert you not just with a beep, but they'll tell you the name of the timer, so you know exactly what you were supposed to do. Next on my list, reminders. Reminders are a godsend. You can set a reminder in 2 different ways. You could say, Alexa, remind me at 8 o'clock tonight to take the bins out, for example. And then at 8 o'clock, a reminder will go off. It will say it twice, and it will send a notification to your phone. The other way is to find the reminder section in your app, select your particular device you want to set the reminder on, and then you can type in the reminder as you would do a reminder on your phone. And then it will go off on the device at the given time. It's not just one-off reminders either. You can set reminders to go off at a certain time every day or a certain time every week. So for example, if you had alternating bins, you could say, Alexa, remind me every other Wednesday to put out my green bin. Reminders will make your life much, much easier. The next thing is music. Now, music comes with a bit of a caveat. You need to have a Spotify or an Amazon Music account to be able to play music properly, but you can also play the radio. And I'm counting the radio in with this music. So you can play the radio for free, or if you have one of these extra accounts attached to Amazon Music or Spotify, you can play your playlists, you can play various different artists. And if you have children, don't let them know, because when they find out they can play Baby Shark at every opportunity, they will. Number 5, messaging. Now, messaging is great. You can message between devices, and now you can message to phones as well. All you need to do is say send a message to, and it will record your voice and send a message to that person, and they'll be able to pick it up on their device. Now, if you've had a message sent to you, your device will have a ring of a different colour. And linked to messaging is number 4, calling. So you can call from device to device. Within your Alexa app, you will see your contacts, and you can contact any one of those contacts to their Alexa device. You can also call to certain phone numbers. Now, this is internet calling, so emergency service numbers do not work. Number 3, and probably one of the most important things that people miss out when they get a new Alexa device: skills. You most likely will have downloaded apps on your phone at some point in time, whether that's social media apps or games. Alexa has the same capabilities. However, they're not called apps, they're called skills. Voice applications are called skills. And you can find them in the skills store. You can find the skills store in one of 2 places. You can find them either in that Alexa app again, in the skills in game section, or you can go to amazon.co.uk/skills in the UK, amazon.com/skills in the US. And you can find out the invocation names of those skills. So that's just the title of the skill to help you open it on a device. So, for example, you might decide that you want to open Daily Dilemma. So you would say, Alexa, open Daily Dilemma, and it will give you a skill. You might decide you want to game, and you might want to play True or False, in which case you would say, Alexa, open True or False. You might decide you want to fart, and in which case you would say, Alexa, open Big Fart. There are so many skills in the skill store, you will not be spoiled for choice when it comes to looking for something that you want to do. And they all fall into different categories. There's skills for kids that follow different rules. There's games, there's things to help your fitness and your well-being, there's things to help in your day-to-day life, utilities, cooking, and skills that are linked to third parties, like Domino's or Uber or Virgin Rail, if you order food or get around. Number 2, and this falls into skills, you can get some help to sleep with relaxing ambient sounds. What you will find when you look at the skill store, or there are a lot of ambient sounds, you can say things like, Alexa, play me some white noise. Alexa, play me Rain on a Tin Roof. And you'll be able to hear some ambient sounds to help you sleep. And finally, number 1, the way to settle an argument. You can just say, Alexa, heads or tails, and she will flip a coin for you. Now, that's just some of what Alexa can do. I'm going to go into more detail on skills. All of the skills that we review are skills that we found through the skills store. The app, I'm also going to go into a lot more detail about. The app is great, but not well known. Whether you've got yourself an Echo Dot, the new Echo 5, an Echo Show, an Echo Spot, and a tall Echo device, or you've got Alexa in your Fire TV, try and make the most of it. It can revolutionise your life. This is just the beginning of voice. It's going to be an exciting journey. For today, the future's here. Let's go live it.